Hi there, welcome to Boa 54. I am Hawa and this is Fun Fact Africa. Today we're going to talk about amazing things that happened in Africa for 2019. We hope that everyone had an amazing Christmas celebration and break, and as we look forward to 2020, we thought we could close out 2019 on a good note. However, before we get started, if this is your first time, thank you for joining us. Our passion here at Boa 54 is to promote a positive Africa, one video at a time. If this sounds like anything you would love to be a part of, go ahead and join the family of Boa by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you can keep learning about Africa and you don't miss anything. And most importantly, share this video and channel with your family and friends to help us promote a positive Africa. So let's get into the video. In 2019, many great things were achieved in Africa, and here are a couple of them. After much critique, France has announced its plan to discontinue the use of the CFA Franta as the currency of its former African colonies. You may remember that not too long ago we posted a video discussing the removal of the African Union's ambassador to the United States after she publicly criticized France for its continued control of its former colonies through the currency. While it appears that her cries, along with many Africans, have been finally heard, and in 2020, a new currency is set to roll out that will no longer require the former French colonies to keep 50% of their foreign reserve in France. At the same time, the new currency called ECO will still be pegged to the euro, providing stability to the country's economies while freeing up most of its monies to be used for the country's national interests. Way to go, Africa, for standing up for itself, for its people, and to Dr. Arikana for standing up for what is right and just for Africa, even if it meant she would lose her job. In December of 2019, Zozubini Tunzi of South Africa was crowned Miss World at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. She's the third woman from South Africa to win this title and the first black woman to wear that crown in 8 years. Also at Noton Iekachi Douglas, who won the title of Miss World Africa after making it to top 5 in the Miss World pageant, made headlines for celebration of her friend Tony Ann Sin's win. Her response to her friend's victory is being described as how we should all be when we're supporting our friends. Way to go! That's the Nigerian spirit, guys. In 2019, the number of tech hubs in Africa grew from 442 to an estimated 643 hubs. This is awesome. But before we dive in further into it, I'm sure some of you are wondering what a tech hub is. Well, let me explain. A tech hub is a formal or informal organization that helps with the formation of technology startup companies. Oftentimes, they are a specific part of a city or a collection of buildings or office spaces where young entrepreneurs and investors can meet to develop ideas and discuss funding opportunities. Being involved in a tech hub can be a surefire way to get your startup off the ground. The growth in the number of tech hubs in Africa is a positive sign for the continent's growth in the technology industry. Many of these hubs have been able to provide vital resources to entrepreneurs, including funding in 26 different countries. Nigeria is currently leading the way with 90 hubs of its own. Mark Zuckerberg's first stop during his trip to Africa earlier this year was to CC Hub in Lagos, one of the most well-known hubs in Africa. Hopefully, his visit and the growth of these hubs is a sign of many new economic opportunities that is to come in Africa. On May 30th of this year, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement went into effect. Yes, 54 of all 55 member states in the African Union have all ratified the agreement. The goal is to eliminate colonial-era economic structures that impeded trade between the nations on the continent. When the European powers established their colonies, they created certain laws and high tariffs that had or until now made trade between those African countries difficult and expensive. This guarantees that most of their export went to Europe, of course. Now, economists believe that intra-African trade may increase from 15% of export to 52% of export by the year 2022. This will put the amount of intracontinental trading in Africa on par with Europe, which is at 67% and Asia at 58%. It is also believed that this will promote industrialization on the continent, greatly increasing the number of jobs in the manufacturing sector, and yet another win for Africa against colonialism. And that wraps it up with amazing things that happened in Africa 2019. Also, do check out other other fun facts video that you will find the link in the description box below. And be sure to check out Boa 54 merch. Every purchase that you make helps us produce these videos that you guys so much love. If there's a topic you'd like us to cover next, please let us know in the comment section as well. Don't forget to follow Boa on Facebook and Instagram and share this video and channel with your family and friends. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell next to it so you can keep learning about Africa and you don't miss anything. And if you just subscribed, welcome to the family, guys, and see you in the next video. Happy New Year's from Boa to you.